Hi there, this is Chris Kellett with MuseGrid.com, and we're going to now look at page properties. So we've loaded up the entity template from MuseGrid.com, and we're going to take a look at what we've got on here. Now, there's two lots of page properties that you have. You've got page properties on the master template, and then you've got page properties on individual pages. So let's look at the master page properties. So if we load those up, we've got the page width, minimum height. So that's the minimum height of the page. You may want to adjust that. Sticky footer. Now that makes sure that the footer content pushes to the bottom of the page, so that if you've got a really long page with a narrow amount of content, it will still push the content to the bottom of the page. Columns. How many columns do we want in our layout so that we can build our content around columns rather than just ad hoc putting stuff on the page. With the column width, gutter, so that's all related there. Margins, what do we want on the actual page area? Do we want margins around it? You may want to set those to 0 if you don't want any margins, but it's quite useful to leave them on the default. And any padding top and bottom, which you can use to push the starting point of your content down and have more space at the bottom. We've also got this option here to center horizontally. Now sometimes you might want a site that's top and left, so you'd switch this center horizontally switched off, and then you could use the left padding here to push content over. So that's quite useful when you're using Muse to integrate it with a service such as Business Catalyst and you wanted to use top and left, but that's for a later tutorial. We've then got the fave icon image. Now what's great with Muse is that it will automatically generate the fave icon once you've loaded it into here, and it uses a PNG file, so you don't have to actually create an ICO file. So just create a PNG. It must be square though, so 100 pixels by 100 pixels, 200 pixels by 200 pixels, it doesn't really matter just as long as it's square. And once you've put the fave icon into here, whichever template uses this, page uses this master, will have the fave icon applied to it, and Muse will convert it and upload it, and then it'll show in the browser. So that's master page properties. But if we look at the page properties of an actual page, we get some more options. So I'm going to go into right click and page properties. So we've got the same options here that we had before, and we can see that the fave icon is there, but we've also got this metadata option now, and these for individual pages. So we've got our description and our keywords used for SEO and for search engines to use. And then we've got this HTML for head. Now this is a really interesting section and probably underused and underappreciated, but this is where you can put extra content. So in all of the MuseGrid templates, we're actually putting this link here to an Apple Touch icon, which we'll show you in the later tutorial. But you can put in JavaScripts in there, you can put other additional content, and that will sit in the head area of your HTML, which allows you to use the scripts on the page. So if you got stuck and think, oh, I need to put this code in the head area of my page, I don't need it actually on the content, that's where you'd use it. Then you can change your page name, page title, make it more search engine friendly, and even the file name. And you can decide whether you want it to include in the automatically generated sitemap as well, which is great that Muse generates a sitemap for search engines. So that's page properties. I hope you found that useful, and that would be applied to each page. So obviously page properties are for each individual pages, so you need to add your metadata to each page accordingly, and by doing so, when you upload it, then